Good afternoon. My name is Julio Adrian Longoria. Today is Sunday, April 19th, 2026. Time is 2:26 p.m. Central Time. This assignment is for CPMT 2433 TY1 Computer Integration Hybrid. This is a video overview for Chapter 11 Labs, specifically Labs 11.1 to 11.5. Lab 11.1, configuring group policy. I'm currently logged into the host VM, which is server 492. From Server Manager, I opened the group policy management. From here, you could see the policies that are created and applied to um, the domain. So we got the default domain policy, which is for domain492.com. Here you can see the marketing GPO, and you get to see the detailed settings, delegation, and the groups and users specify permission for this GPO. If I wanted to edit something from within the policy management, that would bring up the group policy management editor, and here you can use specific settings or policies applied to computer configuration and user configuration. And here you get to see the, for example, account policies, password policy. You get to configure anything from the max password age, minimum password length audit, password meeting the complexity requirements, and store passwords using reversible encryption. We have the lockout, the account lockout duration, lockout threshold, allow an administrator account lockout, and reset account lockout count to after. And these are just some of the things that you could edit within the group policy management editor. So here within Windows Server 2019 VM2, you'll notice the lack of icons on the desktop. Also, you'll notice the new directory for the data warehouse, and Notepad++ showing up on the start menu. This was done from within server 492. So I created the data warehouse directory here, and also the user data folder and the software folder. And within the software folder, we have the Notepad++ installer. So once the policies have been applied, you'll notice these changes applied within the domain accounts, and users will also have access to the Notepad++ installer or application upon logging in their account. Lab 11.3, configuring 802.1x wireless. From Server Manager, I loaded the Network Policy Server application. This is how it looks like. From here, from the NPS local, you can view the settings for standard configuration. So here we have the radius server for 802.1x wireless or wired connections, and we could configure So this would bring up the configuration wizard, um, in which you could choose wireless connections or wired. Uh, for this lab, I used the wireless. Upon completion, you can see the lab WAP with the IP address 1234, device manufacturer radius standard, and status is enabled. So this is how the properties window looks like. Advanced, and you could set it here. I have it set to radius shared. Enable this radius client. Uh, you could make changes to the name here, and make changes to the IP address or DNS, and be able to verify. Here within policies, network policies, we get to view the network policies here. As you can see, we have the policy name, status processing order, access type, and source. Secure wireless connections, the only one that is granted access. These two are denied access. And right here we can view the conditions, the port type, the groups. So in this case, domain 492, domain users, and settings that have been applied can be viewed within this window here. Lab 11.4, configuring Windows Server, updating services. So from Server Manager, I load up the Windows Update Services application. Here you can see servers administered from this console. So we have the server 492. We get the computers installed and not applicable, which is 2. Updates installed, not applicable, 5,803. Here you get to see, you have the option to synchronize now, which has failed, but we could try it again. And this will start the process of synchronizing the updates. Server statistics. Unapproved updates 1, approved updates 5,803. Applied to 2 computers, which can be seen. Let me see. Here we go. So server 492.domain492.com. That would be the host VM, and this one would be the VM for Windows Server 2019 VM2. So those are the 2 computers that are acknowledged here. Well, it's considering that it's synchronizing. Right now it's not showing the computer status, but upon completion it will show the computers installed, and it will show 2. And you also have options for accessing the Windows Server Update Service homepage, technical overview, update catalog, community, and privacy statement. Lab 11.5, configuring Windows Defender. Here we have the Windows security window, settings within, protection areas, virus and threat protection, firewall and network protection, app and browser control and device security. Here you could execute quick scan, view the history, quarantine threats, allow threats. Manage settings, real-time protection, cloud delivery protection, automatic sample submission. Check for updates. Manage ransomware protection. Protect files against threats like ransomware. And see how to restore files in case of an attack. Currently, the controlled folder access is disabled. For firewall and network protection, currently the only active network is the domain network. As you can see, domain492.com. Windows Defender Firewall is on. I have the option for incoming connections to block all incoming connections, including those listed in the allowed applications. These two are turned off, and here we could see they allow an app through firewall, which brings up this window here. Here you could select or deselect domain, private, and public options for these apps and features. And there's quite a bit here. Right here you can see the Windows Server Update Services is allowed for domain, private, and public access. This has been a video overview of Chapter 11 Labs from 11.1 to 11.5. Thank you for watching.